Okay, 6th grade. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Excited tomorrow's Friday. Okay, today is not a good day because it's still rainy.
Oh, I love the rain.
I know, but it's a quiz. It's not that bad. No. All right.
We don't have any homework for the week.
Right. There's a good and a bad thing. Okay, our objective is we're going to review for quiz tomorrow. So your quiz tomorrow is on lessons 9-1 through 9-3. That includes everything we've done in the notes, any type of homework we've done. Please make sure that you go over any type of material that you guys have. If there was one section in particular that you're not doing well with, go back to some problems we've done, cover up some of the answers, redo them. Make sure you know what you're doing. The review in the book today is pretty good. The one thing it does not include are types of problems like this. It also does not include those harder simplifying radical problems as well as the equations. So they're in there. They're just not as hard as some of the ones we've done in class. So make sure you're prepared with that. Maddie, I know you're not going to be here, right? If you don't mind, could you rip out your homework and just put that on my desk? And then take the worksheet. You see that paperweight heart over there? Take the worksheet that's under that. We're going to do that in class and more practice with the formula, okay? So nothing new. Sam, your quiz is sticking up in that black folder. All right, sorry about that, 6th grade. Okay, so that's planned for tomorrow. There will not be homework over the weekend. You will definitely have time to finish the quiz in class, and I'll have something else for us to do in case you guys all finish early, okay? All right, so number 1, how do you figure this out? How do we figure out what kind of triangle this is? Sam, there's 2 empty seats. You can sit wherever. Mike, how do we do this? Okay, but the other way. 12 squared and then 8 squared plus 6 squared. You have to do it this way because we need to determine what kind of triangle it is. So you want c squared first because remember, if it's larger than, it's something. If it's less than, it's something. Okay? All right, so what do you end up with? Something is either greater than, equal to, or less than something. Camille? Good. Greater than 100. So someone besides Camille, what kind of triangle is that? It's greater than, Amberly. Good. So it's an obtuse triangle. Any questions? Because you'll definitely see that for tomorrow. You okay? Any questions on number 1? Did you not check out, Jackie? Oh, okay. That's fine. Go ahead and fill that up. Put 744. All right, we're good on number 1? Okay, Shane, number 2, how did you set that up? So what was your first step? Okay. Okay, and you don't have to tell me what you got. Do you remember what kind of triangle it is? Good. So this one was yes, it is a right triangle. They are equal. So if they're equal, which means hypotenuse squared is equal to sum of the legs squared, it's a right triangle. Okay, number 3, what did you guys get for the hypotenuse? That's what you had to solve for here. It asked you for the diagonal. Kevin?
13.9 inches.
Okay, good. 13.9 inches. Did anyone leave it as the square root? You didn't have to. Peyton? Good job. So you can leave it as either of those answers. If you rounded it to the nearest whole number, that is fine as well. Camille? No, I will tell you. I will tell you. This is just I will tell you. If it's not on the directions, I'll make sure I write it on the smart board for you guys so you know how to round it. Any other questions on that? Okay, I want you to add, before we go over homework, I want you to add this problem on the paper that you're working on because I know some of you had trouble with these. Okay, so this is back from 9-1, just a quick little short review. So go ahead and write that down. And the directions would say solve for x. How do we solve for x on this? What do we do first, Abigail? Good job. So we are solving a 2-step equation. Don't forget these. So you're getting rid of that 5 first. So we have 7x squared equals 567. What's the next step? Kevin, next step. Good job. Divide both sides by 7. Once you divide both sides by 7, we have x squared equals 81. Next step, Shane. Good. You square root both sides. Now be careful here. What's the answer? Josh? Say that again. What kind of 9? Nope. I haven't asked you guys this in a while. Joseph? Good. Plus or minus 9. Someone that hasn't answered in a while. Can you explain why? Would it be plus or minus? Neil, why plus or minus? Yeah. Yep. If you square 9 or square negative 9, you're going to get 81. So whether you're squaring 9 or squaring negative 9, you're going to get 81. Now, would I take off if you didn't have that? Probably not. But try to remember, if you're solving an equation, you can have 2 answers when you go from this point to this point. Shane? Yeah. Good job. Yes, exactly. 7th grade's doing that right now. And if I have you guys next year, which I don't know yet, I'll let you know as soon as I know, we will do that towards the end of the year. It's kind of neat, kind of a neat lesson. Yes, but very, very good. Any other questions or comments on that one? Okay, one more problem, and then we're going to go over homework. Okay, I want you guys to jot down, because I don't like the review with these 2 types of problems. So I want you to write down, let's do 23w to the 3rd, y to the 2nd, all over 49x to the 8th. So again, I'm just giving you some challenging problems which we've done since we started the chapter. So square root of 23w cubed y to the 2nd over 49x to the 8th. Okay, what is the very first step if you see a problem like this tomorrow? Gio, very first step. Okay, and? Okay, so first though, split them up. Okay, so first split them up so they're in their own radical. Remember that when we did that property the beginning of this week, you can split them up first. Now we're going to simplify. So in the numerator, we're going to separate all of this. How can we separate this so we have some perfect squares? So in other words, if we break these down, Drew, what are we going to separate them to be? Okay, go ahead. Good, and W. Good. Okay, how about the bottom? Ray, how can we separate the bottom? Separate it first. Just we're going to do one step at a time. Oh, you could leave it as x to the 8th. Separate them. All I'm asking you is what goes in this radical and what goes in this radical. Okay. No. You have to only leave 49 there, Ray. If I asked you to take the square root of it, then it would be 7. All I'm asking you is to break it down as much as you can so that you have perfect squares. You're not listening to the question. So leave it like that for now. Okay, now, what does the first part, what does your numerator simplify to? Steve, what does the numerator simplify to? What kind of 23? Thanks, Matthew. Yeah. Say that again, Steve. Look at the top. We have to simplify it. Go ahead and fill that out. You can put 748 on there. So 23, Steve, you need to leave the square root of 23 here. Which ones of those in the numerator are perfect squares? Okay, so what's the square root of w squared? Okay, so we have a w in front. What's the square root of y squared? Y. Steve, what else goes in the radical with the 23? Yep, w. Okay, Evan, what goes on the bottom? Yep. Who can remind us the square root of a variable to an even number? How do you do that, Amberly? Good. So what would it be? Good. So that's a perfect square. It's an even number. So all you're doing is dividing it by 2. That is the square root. Because if we multiplied x to the 4th times x to the 4th, when you multiply same base, you add exponents. So you get x to the 8th. That's the answer, completely simplified. Do you guys want to do another one like that? Some of you yes, some of you no. Okay, let's do one more. All right, let's do, hold on, give me a second. Okay, square root of 176, x to the 7th, y to the 10th, all over, I'm going to separate it for us this time. Gio, you with me? Square root of x to the 6th and y to the 2nd. So I made this one a little bit harder. Okay, so first thing is, I want you to see if you can find the largest perfect square or a perfect square that goes into 176. And these are good practice problems for tomorrow. Okay, we have 3 people that have an idea. Nathan M., do you think you have it, or is that a question? No? Jackie, what do you think? And? Good. So we can separate the numerator to be square root of 16, square root of 11. What else should we separate it to be? Neil? Good job. Okay, Skylar, how about the bottom? Do we need to do anything in regards to simplifying or separating? Good job. So I'm just going to separate them because they're already perfect squares. So I'm just going to separate them. So Joseph, on the top, what can I circle because it is a perfect square? Okay, and on the bottom, we already said they're both perfect squares. Okay, what would the next step look like, Alexis, after we take the square root of the top? Good. Then what does the bottom look like? Okay, make sure you're paying attention. X to the 3rd and then y. Okay, we now have another step. One more step. Greta, what's the last step? Okay, y. Good job. This is the part where we went over a couple days ago. I think it was 2 days ago. After you simplify, if you have stuff in front of the radical that can be simplified, simplify it. Okay, so the x's go away. What does the y become? Do you guys remember those rules? Peyton, what does the y become? Good, y to the 4th, and then square root of 11x. So our answer to this would be 4y to the 4th square root of 11x. Because when you're dividing same base, you can subtract exponents. So that was the y's. 5 minus 1 is 4, right? I mean, probably not, but I want you to really try to do that because when you guys have geometry in 2 years, this is a big part of it. Any other questions on that? Okay, let's go over homework, and then we'll move to the review. And if you guys are still stuck on something, I'll make sure I walk around while you guys are working on that. Okay, 9.3 solution. So we're just going to kind of go through these. Please, please, please. I wrote all my work out on here. So if there's something you are not sure of from yesterday's lesson, please let me know. Okay? Drew, we're going to start with you on number 1. Good. Gio, number 2. Good. Josh, number 3. Good. Skylar, number 4. Awesome. Number 5, Mike. You can keep simplifying. Gio? 20 breaks down into 4 times 5. There's still a perfect square that goes into 20. Alexis? Good. 6 times the square root of 5. Ben, number 6. Number 6? What'd you get? You didn't do your homework. Jackie, number 6. Good job. Camille, number 7. Good. So number 7 is yes. And I'm going to draw a picture. It's a right triangle. Evan, number 8. Okay, what kind of triangle is it? You didn't do that? Okay. Joseph, what kind of triangle is number 8? You didn't do that part either. Didn't I? I thought I told you guys to. I didn't tell you that. Was it optional? Okay, sorry. Sorry. Did anyone for number 8? You didn't. Okay, you didn't have to. Abigail? Good, acute. Sorry, my fault. I thought I told you guys that. Number 9, Michelle? Good. Yes, number 9 is a right triangle. Number 10, Nathan M. Nathan M, number 10. Okay, do you know what kind of triangle it is? Nope. So it's acute, right? So number 10 is acute. Number 11, Peyton? Good. Do you know what kind of triangle it is? That's okay. Does anyone for number 10? Abigail? Good. Or number 11, I meant to say. Good. Obtuse? Greta, number 12? Good job. No acute. Who can remind us, how do you know when it's obtuse? How do you know when it's acute? Camille? Awesome, good. So if the hypotenuse squared is greater than sum of the legs squared, it's obtuse. If hypotenuse squared is less than sum of the legs squared, it's acute. Just something extra I added in for you guys. Thank you, Daniela. Okay, number 13 is 40. 14 is 42. 15 is 33, not 53. 15 is 33. 16 is 24. 17 is 85. 18 is 65. So make sure you check the front. Thank you, Sam. Okay, on the back, Steve, can you tell us what you got for 19? Nope. You might have squared something wrong. Shane, what'd you get for 19? Good job. 2 times the square root of 11 or 6.6. I did not specify there how to simplify, so either answer is fine. Steve? 10 squared is 100. 12 squared is 144. No, subtract, because you're solving for b. They gave you the hypotenuse, so you need to find b. Okay. All right. Geo, number 20. Good job. Did anyone, you don't have to, but did anyone have the decimal version, Skylar? Good. 60.2 feet, and again, they did not specify how to leave it, so either way is fine. Greta? Yes, it does on that one. Either way is fine. I would prefer that you guys keep it this way. Thank you, though, Greta. Sometimes the book does not agree with simplifying. Yes, it does. See, all my answers are in radicals. Yeah, that's what Greta just said. All right, anyways. 21, 22, and 23, I would agree that you need to round those because they give you decimals as the side lengths anyways. So those ones you have to. So 21 should be 10.09 feet. 22, 9.60 centimeters. 23, 3.42 meters. Gia. Yeah, but remember I told you that they'll pick random letters sometimes. So don't follow that. Across from the right angle is always the hypotenuse. Never anything different. Ray? 14? Sure. Okay, is it okay if I move this, guys? Okay, 14. So you're given A and C, you need to find B, Ray. So we have 58 squared equals 40 squared plus B squared. You with me? You had that? 58 squared is 3,364. 40 squared is 1,600. And then you need to subtract 1,600 from both sides. So you get 1,764 equals B squared. And then square root both sides, you get 42. What did you do wrong? Okay. Anyone else? Anything on the homework? Bless you. Positive? All right, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs down on 9-1 to 9-3. Okay. All right, here's what I want you guys to do. Open up your book. Thanks, Mara. To page 475 first. So 475 first. Yeah. Okay. Okay, do your review. You need to let me know as we're going through the sections, but let's work on your review and see how that goes. Okay, 9-1 through 9-3, page 475. So we're going to start here. This is the book's mid-chapter quiz. Again, some of these are not as hard as some of the problems that we did in class, but that's okay. It's good practice. Just make sure if you're studying that you remember those harder worksheets that we did. You should have all of your answers checked. We went over all of them. Josh? There's some back there, Josh. Okay, so, yeah, Ray, it's not that long. So on 475, you're going to do 1 through 17. Some of these are really, really fast. They're not going to take you very long. And then on 8-11, I want you to do 1 through 20. These are also pretty fast. Please make sure that you're reading the directions. If you're simplifying a radical, your square roots, do not simplify as a decimal. Find the largest perfect square or a perfect square that goes into it. Okay. I am going to post the answers on Blackboard, and I will also have them posted as you come in tomorrow. So they'll be posted on Blackboard under the Chapter 9 tab. It'll be the very first thing that you'll see. And I will also post them on Blackboard tomorrow, on the Smartboard tomorrow when you come in. Okay, I'll probably spend like 5 to 8 minutes answering any questions. But if you have more questions than that, please make sure you either come in a little bit earlier or let me know today while we're working on this. Okay? So homework answers will be posted on Blackboard. Quizzes tomorrow. Okay, so make sure you guys are ready for 9-1 through 9-3. That includes the part about scalene, obtuse, acute, that stuff that we did 2 days ago. Okay? On your piece of paper, show what work you need to. You don't need to show every little step, but at least show me some work. Okay, I trust that at this point in the year you know what you need to show me. Okay, some of you need to make sure that you are prepared for the quiz tomorrow. Okay, some of your grades definitely could use a little boost. So quiz should not be difficult. Okay, it's only on 4 lessons technically because of that extension. Kevin? It's right in the back. Yeah, I put some back there.